Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. So I wasn't going to do a reading today. I've been doing personals like crazy, and I was going to do a pick a card reading. I still am going to do a pick a card reading tomorrow, but I kept feeling like I wanted to do a reading for you guys, and was like, no, I won't. I'll do my pick a card reading tomorrow. And I took my dogs outside and it started snowing, like big giant snowflakes, like huge snowflakes. Anyway, a snowflake that was heart-shaped landed on my knee and melted onto my jeans, and I got a picture of it. And I was like, I gotta go do a reading. Like, I have to do a reading now. So anyway, here I am. It was just, I believe in signs. For some reason, I'm hearing the song, I Believe in a Thing Called Love. Just, you know the song I mean? Do you know? 'Cause I don't. Anyway, so I wanted to look at what's coming towards this collective in love. I have some questions, or actually who. It's just going to be a collective reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. I'm using my little tiny deck. It's Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Clearly I am, in my wish fulfillment right now with my friends. I hope you're all well. I get so happy whenever I'm around you guys. Anyway, we have Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So perhaps, you've been waiting for wish fulfillment from someone, or perhaps someone new. But anyway, it's a general reading, so we're just going to see what comes out. I'm doing a spread called The Heart of the Matter. Just because it was a heart-shaped snowflake. It was magical. And who's going to appreciate that more than you guys? Nobody, that's who. And who appreciates you more than me? No one. I love you. Oh my goodness. We have the Page of Cups here, so this could be a younger water sign, or this could be someone younger than you, someone emotionally immature. I'm not trying to laugh, I'm giddy. I always get giddy with you guys. This could be someone immature, shy, crush, secret admirer, or somebody with an apology. So let's see. For anyone wondering, we have the Devil. Oh my goodness. So you could have been dealing with someone, could be temptation, but you could be dealing with someone who is in their shadows. Eight of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Eight of Pentacles makes me feel like this is someone you've been trying to invest in something with for a while. The Eight of Pentacles can represent a connection that you both choose, even though it's challenging. You choose it because you know it's worth the investment in the long run. I want to do one more shuffle. We have the Two of Pentacles. Maybe someone who couldn't give you enough of their time over codependent things. People. Oh my goodness, we have the Ace of Cups. So that's what I mean. There's something coming. Lots of cups. Oh my goodness gracious. We have this Ace of Cups, which is very symbolic of new love, or a fresh start, renewal of love after an emotional awakening. What's really interesting is this dragonfly. I don't know if you guys know this. I did not know this. Now I have to look it up. Where's my book? In this animal apothecary book, deck, whatever it's called, this card came out, and now I feel called to read it to you guys. So this is 39, if that's relevant. 3, I think of the Empress. 9, I think of the Hermit. So knowing or reflecting about your own life, maybe focusing on your soul path or finding your soul path through this connection. I also think of nines as evolution of self, so a connection that helped you transform. Anyway, 39. Maybe you're 39. Am I 39? I think I am. I don't even remember. Anyway, I did not know this about dragonflies, but listen to this. So the fact that we have this dragonfly here and lotuses are another symbol of something that grows from darkness. So this is, you know, I feel like this is a long time coming for you, but just listen to this. I mean, if you want to. Before a dragonfly becomes her most authentic self, she spends about 4 years underwater as a creepy little nymph creature. Did you guys know that? Because I didn't know that. Anyway, 4 years, so that could be relevant. Maybe you've been with this person for 4 years or in separation for 4 years or something along those lines. The dragonfly nymph has no comprehension of her greatness. How could a creature that lives underwater even remotely fathom that there existed an atmosphere she had no perception of, which she would not only live in, but fly in as well? And this is what I mean about the 3 and the 9, because I'm hearing like you had no idea the potential you had as possibly an empress or emperor. Gender doesn't matter. And I feel like you've lived your life, and possibly before you met this person, you had no idea of your greatest potential, of your worth, and perhaps the trials and tribulations you've gone through with this person have taught you how to appreciate yourself, and perhaps that's happened in separation on your own. It has to do more about your journey. But anyway, I'm just going to continue reading. Dragonfly brings a sacred message about your belief in your future self. She says your perception of reality is quite limited and naive, and your image of your future self is incredibly narrow, but that's okay. Just be aware of this. If you have a dream, Dragonfly is telling you all you have to do is work on it, and life will do the rest for you. Don't try and figure out what it's supposed to look like with your limited perceptions. Don't look at setbacks as the end of the world. They were meant to happen to propel you and stretch you. Just like I said, the endings or setbacks with this person, I feel like they helped propel you into your own journey of self-reflection and self-love and knowing your worth. Anyway, what was I looking at? Just keep working on your dream, and life will create something so much bigger than you have the ability to currently understand. Dragonfly's medicine teaches you first to surrender your need for something to be like the limited view in your head. Second, have absolute trust that life will deliver something greater. Third, be patient. I'm not patient. Maybe some of you actually just said that. Last, get excited that something bigger than your dreams is destined for you. Anyway, I love that for you, whoever you are. I'm going to leave that right there. Unless it doesn't look appealing once I get the tarot cards out, and then obviously I'll move it. Maybe right there. All right, so we're going to look at who this is. Sorry. Who is this coming towards my collective? My beautiful collective. My friend. Oh my gosh, we have the Empress. What? What is happening? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm just excited for you. This Empress energy is really interesting because I'm looking at these three cards and I'm getting, this one's supposed to be out. I'm getting that this is your energy and you're attracting this person in. We have the Lovers on the bottom, so this could be someone you resonate with as like a soulmate or a counterpart. For some of you, there could have been a third party involved. This is someone who you feel energetically connected to. Lover's energy, it's like usually we see these people like pulling on each other, like they can't get enough of each other, and it's very symbolic of that energy that's always there. Anyway, underneath we have the Knight of Cups, so that's somebody, again, younger water sign or more immature, this could be someone who, just for some of you, for extra clarification, this could be someone who doesn't conform to normal gender roles. And I don't mean that by, I mean that as, I can only use myself as an example, is that I am more masculine than I am feminine, even though I am a feminine. Again, gender doesn't matter here. I'm talking about energies. But what I'm saying is this could be a masculine who has a more feminine side or a feminine who has a more masculine side. And that's just meant for extra confirmation for some of you. But this is like two cards about an offer of love. And we have the Empress. I'm getting hot flashes. And no, I'm not going through menopause. I get these energetic hot flashes during some of these readings. Well, I get different energy, but I feel like my cheeks are on fire right now. And my cat is also, Wally's like heaving in the background. So, oh dear. The Knight of Swords, very interesting. This person wants to rush in here. This is chaser energy. So there's someone who wants to come rushing in here. Oh my goodness, now we have the Hermit, someone who's reflected about this. I was talking about the fact that this could be a connection that puts you on your soul path. Anyway, so that's what we're seeing here right away. So if that sounds familiar, Lovers is Gemini, water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Empress is Taurus and Libra. Empress energy and Hermit energy would be Taurus and Libra and Virgo. All right. So I want to see how this person feels, their thoughts and feelings regarding this connection and coming forward. What are their thoughts and feelings? We have the Seven of Cups. So this is someone who, first of all, this could be someone who's kind of haunted by you, has a lot of daydreams about you. This could have been someone that you met online. This is an energy of someone making a decision about their love life. So, with that Lovers card, we saw that possible third party. So it's possible in the past this person didn't choose you or didn't prioritize you. This person might feel like you have other options, and that may be why they're coming in. That does not look like a heart. I have this layout and it's supposed to look like a heart, but I mean, that does not look like a heart, so I'm just not going to do that. I have to make sure it's straight though. These cards are so little, I can't even see if they're straight. Okay. All right, can we get a clarifying, well, okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ten of Swords. So that's someone that's looking at this as there was an ending, possibly because they didn't make the right choice or they didn't make their choice soon enough. Again, this is someone who I believe has a fear that this is over and that perhaps you have other options. The Three of Pentacles is an energy about working together And perhaps this person, you know, wasn't putting in enough stability into your connection. This is someone who's probably daydreaming about you. Let's get a clarifying card here. We have Six of Swords. So this is someone who perhaps tried to move on from this but couldn't. That Lover's energy, it's really hard to move on from that. And not only that, I feel like perhaps they tried to I feel like in the past, when maybe they ran into this problem, they perhaps moved on very easily, and I feel like it's harder for them to move on from you. The King of Wands shows me that this person failed to take action towards you. They failed to take control of your connection or their life, something. Again, there could have been a third party and treated you like an option. The King of Wands can be someone, the King of Wands can be someone who has a lot of ego. So your person may have had a lot of ego or pride. Take it as it resonates. And this is also someone that could have been more selfish about how much they gave to this. They could have been prioritizing their own other options before this and not giving you those pentacles that you deserved. Again, I do feel like this is someone who maybe in the past moved on very easily, but has a hard time moving on from you. We do have the Knight of Wands, so if this person, another, tip off if this is your reading, we have heavy fire here. But with that Knight of Wands, this would be somebody that failed to commit to this in the past, and maybe they were hot and cold, in and out, player energy, other options. Anyway. I actually want to ask way more questions than I have on this little sheet, so I'm going to wait to ask those other ones. I want to see, what do we want to see, my friend? Well, let's look at the challenge or blockage first, I guess. What is the challenge or blockage here? Ooh, 2 cards. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles could be, a blockage could have been you were investing a lot of time into this and you weren't seeing anything grow from it. You weren't seeing your efforts rewarded. You weren't seeing maybe the stability that you wanted to see. The Five of Pentacles also shows rejection, being left out in the cold, feeling abandoned. So there could be wounds here regarding abandonment. And I'm hearing that perhaps, it's interesting, perhaps perhaps your person is anxious avoidant and you are anxious attachment, and perhaps in the past you may be anxiously attached to this person or chased them, and they anxiously avoided and ran. Anyway, this can also, like I said, have to do with childhood wounding, sensitivity to rejection. For all of my neurodivergent people out there, I love you. Anyway, isolation. So if there's current isolation between the two of you, that of course is a blockage. That looks straight enough. So we have the Two of Cups on the bottom and the Fool. Oh my goodness. So to me, there's a blockage here between deepening this connection. Maybe this connection never got off the ground. Maybe it was a situationship. Oh, look at the little doves. I love them. It's funny, when I watch movies, I could care less about the people, but the animals, you don't touch the animals. That's not true. I do care about people. What am I talking about? I wanted to look at the Two of Cups in my book for you. Two of Cups, Two of Cups, Two of Cups, Two of Cups. Relationship and balance. I knew it. The Three of Pentacles tipped you off, person. So relationship and balance. Someone giving more than they are receiving. Someone's cup being emptied because they're overgiving. Someone not giving enough. Someone isolating themselves. Uneven power dynamics. So, interesting. I want to see what this person's, how this person is seeing you. We have the Six of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. They're seeing you as someone that deserves equal give and take. They're seeing you as someone balanced. You could be farther along on your healing journey. You could also have spent time possibly in therapy. Anyway, this person sees you as someone that deserves more than what they were giving you. Someone who deserves reciprocity. We do have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom. So this, this person sees you as someone they want to give more to. Perhaps they couldn't in the past. We do have the High Priestess showing this person is unsure of what's going on with you, I think. The Four of Swords, they see you as definitely on a break. They see you as on a break right now. We were on a break, I'm hearing. Let's do their intentions. We're just going to get right into it. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles would show them wanting to work on this, wanting to invest in this. Again, the Eight of Pentacles can represent choosing a connection even though it's hard, rather than staying in a connection that's easy. Oh my gosh. Wow. For some of you, they're choosing you over someone else, because we have the Queen of Wands here and the Two of Swords. And that just, to me, like, is she the one that was in the Lover's card in the back, creeping in the background? I'm sorry, karmics. You do serve lessons, so I apologize. Anyway, this is someone who is going to choose this over the karmic. This is someone who's going to choose this soul connection. This is someone who is going to fight for this. This is like someone this is the final push. Anyway, the Two of Swords can be about making a decision, and especially in love, choice between lovers is very, anyway, I feel like this person is trying to listen to their intuition too, rather than their ego. Anyway, the Queen of Wands, it does show clarity here about this situation and them choosing you and choosing this connection, this Eight of Pentacles with you. That's their intentions. And I mean, sometimes their intentions don't turn into actions, but we'll see. Actions, next actions, Spirit. We have the Moon, and Spirit's telling me to get one more. We have the Five of Cups and the Moon. And that's really interesting because the Five of Cups, let me just grab the Five of Cups. The Moon is about listening to your intuition, and it's about, it can be about hidden fears. Hang on. Five of Cups. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I just want to hear this, or just want you to hear this. It says regret, bereavement, superficial, disappointing relationships, difficult marriage, for those of you who are resonating with the third party, lacking love, bitterness, spoiling good things, possible new start. And it's interesting because the Five of Cups, is when disappointment and regret turns into actual, like when we think of the Six of Cups, that's healing. That's healing those wounds, remembering the good times, nostalgia. Anyway, the moon shows me them turning that sadness into something here. There is fear here. This person could have fear about coming towards you, starting off, you know, from scratch maybe, I don't know. The world here shows that they want to close out this cycle. They want to come back in. They want to have completion here. I do believe that they find fulfillment with you. I'm just looking up this moon card. Hang on. I've decided to start learning from a couple different decks during my readings to, you know, get even more messages out there. It says power of feelings. That's what I was getting. These power of feelings end up causing this person to follow their intuition. We have developments underground, hidden forces at work. So it's like there's hidden forces at work here, especially with that World card. It makes me think of like the universe kind of stepping in, possibly yanking on their intuition. The moon can also be this person revealing something to you, possibly what they're so afraid of. Underneath, we do have the World. We have connection, completion, closing out a cycle, getting closure. We have the Page of Pentacles, which is an offer of growth and stability. And then we have the Two of Cups. So, oh, and right under the Two of Cups, we have the Fool. So, I've been a fool. That's what they're saying. I've been a fool to let my Empress get away. Gender doesn't matter. You're all amazing. Let's see, we already did blockages. Can you show me what is coming next for this connection? Oh my gosh. What? We have the Emperor. Oh my gosh. We have the Emperor and the Seven of Wands. And guys, I have to tell you, I'm starting to learn that there's so many meanings of the Seven of Wands, but I've discovered some really interesting meanings the last few days. Anyway, the Seven of Wands is actually about fighting for something. So this person, you both fighting for this connection. The Emperor shows this person taking control of their life, taking action towards you. That's just beautiful that they are reuniting here. Again, you guys, it might have been a while since you've been in contact just because you're at the start and they're at the end. Perhaps you've been awakened to this connection far longer than they have. But again, the Seven of Wands can be about persevering and fighting for something similar to the Nine of Wands. There's also other meanings like being defensive and blockages and things like that. But like I said, when you look in other books, you gain new knowledge. Listen to this. Resolute firmness and bravery. So this is someone who, you're both going to be brave about this. It says overcoming challenges, even if outwardly against the odds. Winning through fighting from a position of advantage, the strength of personal integrity. Anyway, so that's very fascinating. And we have the Ace of Wands on the bottom, which is, you know, a new beginning. It's a fresh start after some kind of spiritual awakening. The end of no contact, I'm hearing, with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is temporary, you know? Anyway, and we have the King of Pentacles here, so that's someone very stable. This could have been someone that you had to Queen of Swords in the past. Let's see, advice for you. Oh my goodness. So we have the Tower and the Nine of Cups. So I do believe this person, the Nine of Cups is, you know, wish fulfillment. It's also symbolic of evolution of self, 9. So I do feel like you're in a better place now. Perhaps a more, I think you're both going to be in more grounded places. And I also feel like Spirit's saying the universe is about to test your Tower with this person again. I feel like your Tower has been tested in the past, and perhaps you went your separate ways. And this is, you know, I feel like Spirit's saying we want to see if you guys can be together. We want to see if you guys can, if your foundations are stronger now. Some time could have passed. With the Tower and the Four of Cups on the bottom and the Hanged Man, you might not be expecting this. Can we see the potential outcome here? We have that card coming out. The World! Completion. Oh my gosh. Fulfillment. The closing of distance. So maybe if you're at, oh my gosh, maybe if you're at a distance, you move closer to each other, you take a trip towards each other. You know what I mean? Maybe you're meeting halfway. This is closure too from whatever happened in the past with you. I'm also seeing the completion of that other karmic cycle for those of you who resonate with that. And look, we have Two of Cups and the Fool on the bottom. See? Do you see? Oh my goodness. Page of Swords, communication. Somebody's watching you. Now what do I want to get? What time is it? Not that it matters. I should be looking at how long I've been recording, not what time it is. I want to get you one of these. We have Grief. Oh my gosh. Remember how I was talking about that energy I was feeling with your person with the Five of Cups, and them turning that grief into healing? Look. Grief. Tears are what happens when the ice in the heart melts. Oh. So it could be that through grieving this person's heart awakened. Nine of Cups. What does this collective need to hear? We have non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. Interesting. This is interesting. Non-duality. That's an interesting energy. I almost feel like there is this energy with this image. I'm just seeing someone very rooted. Like root chakra. And I do feel like Spirit's saying this test that's coming with the Tower, stay grounded, remember everything you've learned, remember everything you have, remember your self-worth, and still be authentic. Don't hide who you are just to please this person or make them come back in or anything like that. Continue to be your authentic self. There was another one. Expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. So this is interesting because it shows expansion. And I was talking about your person being in their ego. So I feel like they're evolving from that type of frame of mind. You and this person could have, a connection where you kind of both speak to each other's inner children. Maybe you have like things in childhood in common or music tastes or something. We do have inner child, which is that Six of Cups energy. Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. So this could be a connection. We see this lotus flower. It could be a connection that really helped you realize your own childhood wounds and your own inner child. I want to see what comes out of this deck that I used yesterday. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. Cautious heart. Interesting. Look at that. 22. Cautious heart. Have enough wisdom to get back up. I want to shuffle those again. Now we have resilient heart. It's time to rebuild. What? Oh my goodness. That one came out like immediately. It came out immediately. So we have 5. So, oh my gosh, look at the little feet. It says, listen to your inner wisdom, trusting heart. And 5 is Hierophant energy, so Taurus energy. This person could be coming in with an offer with that Hierophant energy. And I'll read the card, but it does say listen to your inner wisdom, listen to your intuition. Number 5. Thank you for all of you who watch these single readings as well. I just love all of you. I just can't explain it. Okay, so this is on page 20. And as you know, there's a lot of synchronicities in these books with numbers. And the fact that this is on page 20 gives me the energy of judgment. So there's been a judgment call made. Again, this could be a test coming in. We have Dear Heart, actually Judgment and the World, because it goes on to page 21. So this person could have had an awakening. They could have been through karmic, like a moment of karmic judgment. Anyway, Dear Heart, I know you desire to trust others fully. You want to believe that everyone connects to you from a place of purity and goodness. When you open, you shine and attract others to you. You let them into your inner garden, a place that is sacred and delicate. This place contains many colors and feelings. The more you allow, the more the colors get brighter and the feelings grow stronger. When you trust and love, you fill your soul and body with wonderful, revitalizing energy. This experience is sublime and makes you feel connected to all humanity and divinity. At times, you may even forget that each person holds both shadow and light aspects. You may ignore that people can be tempted by greed, selfishness, and power. When people, including you, my dear heart, become self-focused, they can hurt and crush others. It's really interesting because I was talking about that King of Wands, someone who was more focused on themselves, and now this is saying that energy can hurt and crush others. Anyway, you may have experienced the devastating pain of betrayal from a lover, a friend, a work colleague, or even a close family member. It may have stung so badly that you shut your heart and barricaded it with the hardiest planks you could master. What if trust is something you could develop by connecting with and listening to the wisdom of your experiences? Maybe you no longer need to give yourself away to a person who cannot love, honor, and cherish you. What if you could start to trust your courage and get up whenever you've been knocked down? So this is that energy that I was talking about knowing your worth and knowing that you deserve someone who's going to change for you and make an effort for you and heal for you and be there for you. Anyway, very beautiful. Do I want to get something else? Do I? Yes, I do. Let's see what advice Spirit wants you to have from this deck. We have Metamorphosis. my goodness. It's on page 77, and it's, listen, the fact that we had the Emperor come out and the Empress, and now we have this 34 Emperor, Empress energy, a connection, like I said, meant to transform you. Anyway, for Caterpillar to become the butterfly she's destined to be, she has to commit the most ambitious act of allowing her past self to become annihilated. A radical change is at hand for you as well, as you're asked to step into a fuller version of yourself. Caterpillar says that the cocoon phase is scary and painful, but so worth it. Let go of your attachments to your identity and outcomes. If something is happening that seems to be impeding your dream, the medicine of this card asks you to understand that it's supposed to be like this. Resisting this moment will only slow down your development in the cocoon. Expect challenge and the demanding labor of metamorphosis. There will be moments of great pain and not believing you can do it. Give loving acceptance to the old, fearful parts that feel frustrated and trapped, but be clear in your understanding that these feelings are an illusion, trying to keep you in the comfort of the known. See, I feel this can be both of your energies, but I do feel this energy of being, like this card said, trapped in the known, like someone who is staying in a situation because they know how it'll play out, when really they need to realize they need to put themselves first, anyway, and go after the unknown. The old cloak you wore for protection is now ready to be shed. It no longer serves the purpose you once needed it for. Strip away the veils, High Priestess, and step into the dark unknown of your fullest potential. You are on the verge of profound transformation and being asked to live in the end, keeping in mind the beauty, success, and fullness coming for you. You cannot fully fathom how glorious your future self will become because you only know the life of the caterpillar, but you must be steadfast in your faith. The metamorphosis will be complete soon, and something more profound than your deepest desires is awaiting you. Be strong, little caterpillar. Big change is coming for you. Be strong, my friends. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that resonated for someone, and I will be back tomorrow with a pick a card. And as always, I love you guys, okay? I just love you. I could just squeeze you, but I won't. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful night or day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.